Hello everyone, so today I have just another painting, and this one actually I used my easel, and this easel I had for quite some time, so I decided to paint on it with a canvas. So before I started recording, I was actually laying down a base of like different values of orange, like a warmer orange, then a cooler orange, and then like a red orange, and then on top of that I just add random spots of white and just blended it out with a dry brush and an up and down motion. And if you hear that sound, it's like a ringing sound, that's my dog walking around. It's like his collar type sound. So that's what that is. So right now I'm taking a sketch pencil that I have. It does not have a particular correct name, but it's like it says 3S, and I'm guessing that means it's the lightest of its pencil brand, I guess. And it's just a white pencil that says polyester drafting film. So that's what I use for my sketching. So right now I'm outlining the sketch with black acrylic. This entire painting is acrylic paint. So I'm just outlining the head of the girl with black paint. And I actually switched brushes a few times because the first brush was just too wide and causing too thick of lines. The second brush was just too small and it wasn't holding any of the pigment. And the third brush was perfect. So I guess third time's the charm, I guess, in this situation. So after that, I actually decided to start doing the eyebrows and everything. And you'll see I made a mistake on the eyebrows, and yep, there. I made the eyebrows too thick, and I actually tried to fix it by like tapering it off, and you know, like just have like the beginning of the eyebrow thick and just have the end thin. That didn't work out at all. So it's a good thing the concept of the painting is supposed to have parts of paint covering it in anyway, so it basically wasn't that big of a deal. And now I'm just winging a different nose shape. I'm trying different nose shapes so that my faces and my paintings won't all look the same. And I'll say my style definitely changed since last year when I first started this YouTube channel. It's like my style is more realistic, but still my own style in a way. So I like that. And now in the lips, I actually use like a hashing type of technique where I did lines that was closer together to make it look like shading there, and then taper it out to, you know, lead into the highlights. The eyes ended up not looking symmetrical at all, but they were kind of close, like the same. But you know, that's just like basically the fundamentals of real life. No, like the two eyes are exactly the same. So a little wisdom, I guess. Now the outline of the ear. Now this took a little bit of time because I didn't really think of using an even smaller brush than the one I was using, and it was just causing thick and thicker lines. As you see, it's just getting darker and darker right now, and darker and darker, and bigger. And then I decided that I wanted to add like a shading effect on the eyes, and that left eye didn't have like any space in it, so I messed up. Well, I decided to leave the eyes just the way it was at that moment. So off of camera, I did the first layer because the camera actually died. So excuse that, but I just did the first layer off of camera and waited for that to dry. And by the time that was done, the camera was all charged up. So right now, I'm just adding in just watered down acrylic paint and blowing against the canvas in like the directions that I feel like I wanted the explosions of like her brain and like thoughts and ideas spreading out. And here's a quick tip: if you get like acrylic paint or like acrylic paint on anything that you don't want it to be on, I suggest at the moment just stop, and before it dries, grab some soap and water, or even if you have like a type of like oil or something, I think that goes with acrylic to help it like be washable more, then use that to get it off, because it's definitely a good tip. Because if once it's dry, once it's like it's dry, it's hard to get off, just I promise that. So after doing that, I'm actually gonna add a more flat area, and excuse me, I'm just using just more of like just straight black acrylic, but it's still a little bit watered down where I can be able to blend it more and spread it out over the canvas easier. So once I laid that down in different areas that I felt needed it, so the first layer that I did is that I let it dry, and then now this is another layer of it that I'm adding, and I'm just going over in certain spots. Excuse that sound, that's birds outside. Sound like they're in distress. Okay, so once I did that, I took just a dry brush that you see here, and I'm just blending it all out. And on camera, it looks like I have like some streaks, but in real life, I promise you, it looks flat. Just once it dries, it looks just better on the camera, I promise. It all is just a long process. And I even tried to do like some blending on the face as you saw there, but it wasn't like any pigment on the brush at all. So you see that? It looks very flat and just beautiful. So I decided to add some color to that by taking like a light gray bluish color and laying that down, and using my dry brush of course to blend it in some more and make it flat, because I actually want this entire painting to be flat until the last part of it, which is like the best moment. So that's what I did here, and it's supposed to look like the curves and ridges that is inside your brain, you know, like the shape of the brain. So that's what I was going for. So after that was all blended out, now I'm just taking my palette knife into different forms of paint that I created. Different colors of paint that I did. Excuse me. It was all, of course, variations of white to like a warm orange, and it was about at least 6-7 colors that I mixed together. So definitely looks great. I just dipped my palette knife into paint and scraped it against the canvas. That simple, guys. Sorry. So the message around this painting is that society, like, basically covers some of, like, the great ideas that comes out of women's, like, of course, minds. And I felt like this woman has, like, overflowing thoughts that they're just flowing out, dripping over, and it's like society is just trying to cover anything that she says or thinks. And I felt this was more supportive towards the women's rights movement, and just to encourage women to don't give up on your own ideas and just express yourself. I'm just showing you just the paint, the palette knives, and the brushes that I used. So here's just a close-up of all the textures on the painting. And I really like the message behind this, where it's like how it's supposed to be encouraging for women to, like, express their thoughts and ideas into society, even though they get, like, rejected sometimes. Just keep on trying, basically. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video, and leave a comment below. And see you on my next video. Bye.